Thank you, Sam. Real quick, though, I want to check and make sure we have an audio that's working. Is there any feedback in the chat that the audio is not working? Can you just double check that real quick?
Yeah, let's just say, hey, are we audible now? Can't hear anything. Can't hear anything. Okay.
Thank you, Sam. Real quick, though, I want to check and make
We are
sure we
good.
have an audio that's working. Is there any?
Yes, we are good. We are audible.
Okay. Can you hear us now? Somebody on my team on our side, could you just give me like a thumbs up via Slack, maybe?
Yeah, we are good.
Good.
Yeah. It's working.
I'm gonna hit up
It's working. Yeah.
We're good. All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Cool.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure we had the audio set up. All right. I'm going to share some screens here and let's get to it. I think would love to just dive right in. Here we go. All right. Topic today, how to navigate the TikTok ban, potential TikTok ban that's coming. And ultimately, my goal is to help you make it a win-win. Oftentimes, try to think of these like crisis moments as maybe the biggest opportunity. Before we do that, just by way of intro, I'm not here to sell you anything or to shill any sort of opportunity. I want to provide value to you. And my name is Micah. I'm the co-founder and CMO here at 0 to 1. We as an agency, we're a top 5 TikTok shop partner, one of the fastest growing in the space, and work with category leading brands across all kinds of verticals. Not just on TikTok shop, we've been doing that for the past year, but long before TikTok shop have been in the creator affiliate and influencer space spanning the last decade. So have a lot of opportunities with TikTok shop brands specifically, but even outside of that, and a lot of knowledge when it comes to this space and social commerce as a whole. Recently, I was actually invited to present as a keynote speaker at TikTok Shop as an official partner and actually train other agencies that are also partnered with TikTok. There are currently over 200 agencies that partner with them, and they trust 0 to 1 to kind of lead the charge when it comes to setting strategy and working with affiliates in particular. Outside of that, we are Meta partners. Have been selected as one of their 20 strategic partners of the year. And this is exciting news, maybe breaking news, which is that Meta has made social commerce and in particular performance creators a top focus of theirs for 2025. And this is the first time this has ever happened. So we're really plugged in across multiple channels, not just TikTok Shop. And I'm really excited for TikTok Shop, but beyond that, just what is happening with the social commerce space as a whole. And there's a lot of opportunity, I think, for all of us here. And I want to help you kind of navigate that through this call. Just to touch on the headlines, I think there's a lot of swirl. My take on this is that any day that there's no good news, it just kind of fuels the fear. And people leverage that for views. And so you see a lot of that right now. I will say, like, we don't know. There is no definitive answer on what's going to happen. The betting markets, if you're interested in that sort of thing, are ticking in the positive direction towards the ban, not to spur on additional fear here. What I can say definitively is that I did speak with TikTok leadership today and checked in. And what I heard directly from them is that they are more bullish than ever and building towards growth in Q1, and that rumors like the layoffs and stuff that's been kind of circulating online, those are rumors. So not true. I would say just kind of from my position as a CMO of a top agency, And having a lot of these conversations, both with brands as well as other agency founders and leadership at TikTok. Extremely bullish on social commerce. It's not going anywhere. And related to the ban, there's top voices out there. I'm sure you guys are paying attention that are fighting for an extension. Given the impact of all of that, I am hopeful for an extension and feel like a favorable outcome or an extension is maybe likely. But that in mind, I think it's important that we are all prepared, and we've been preparing on our side as an agency to make kind of a best case scenario. And this is the first time we've kind of communicated this out to creators. But social commerce, this is a crazy stat. So I don't know if anybody here knows, but there is $1 billion a month that goes through TikTok Shop creators. That is a lot of revenue. And TikTok kind of represents the tip of the spear, the front of development when it comes to the social commerce space. But the social commerce space as a whole is growing faster than anything we've ever seen. And so this is just the beginning. We're at the beginning of the wave here. I like to kind of correlate this to what happened with e-commerce, which kind of marked the last 10 to 20 years. It was the biggest shift of really a multi-generation, and moving into social commerce, which is a shift from a brand's digital storefront to the creator or the influencer, in y'all's case, being that storefront. And it's moving at a faster pace than anything we've seen before. And it's not just TikTok participating, but all of the platforms are looking to kind of make their mark in that space. Amazon included, with the largest affiliate, hands down, as well as I mentioned, Meta. So extremely excited for all the opportunities with social commerce. What I want to do today is give you guys a really simple 6-step plan to get ahead of that and get towards all the opportunities that are coming for creators down the field and be one of the first to the game. So it's pretty simple, but a way to protect yourself and things you can do like today, right now, to stay ahead of that. And even if TikTok does not go away, ways you can expand your earning potential and deepen your relationships with brands. So we can dive in. I'll pause here too. If there are like questions or things, I'm not looking at the chat, but feel free to do that. I know Sammy is watching those, and we can address those towards the end of the call. Sammy, I think there's an echo. I don't know if we can address that. Riley's communicating that there's an echo.
Oh yeah, I fixed it just now. We are good. I guess now. Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Thank you, Rap. All right, let's dive in. Number one. So I would recommend highly to join brands, communities, and agency communities. These could be Discord, WhatsApp groups. The reason for this is it becomes a direct line of communication that bypasses any platform dependency. So if TikTok goes away, you are not reliant upon receiving messages via the messaging center or the platform itself to connect with brands. You've established a connection off platform to maintain that. This is a great way to expand your relationship with them and start to even improve your performance on the platform as a whole. But I don't want to shill the 0 to 1 Discord too much, but my goal for this Discord is to build one of the best, most healthy creator communities in the space, with the mission of just matchmaking the best creators on the platforms to top quality logos. We don't sit in the middle. We're not looking to really do anything except matchmake the best creators to the best brands and provide as much helpful feedback and coaching along the way to help you be more successful. So I'm there. My whole team is there. If you want to join, that'd be great. But there are so many communities and brands that have this set up already. So do that now while you can. Step 2 would be to make sure you download all of your videos and store them before you can't anymore. We don't know what's going to happen. So go into your TikTok. There's a report we'll link in the description here that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do all of this. But you can actually extract your data, all of your data, not just your videos, your performance data, your metrics, your bio, all that stuff. It takes time to process. So you want to go ahead and do that now. Get ahead of that. And then there are third-party tools like Snaptic that can download your videos without the watermark. Do this. If you can't do it for all of your content, at least do it for your top content across all the brands you've promoted. And then once you have that content, make sure you store it. Use a folder system so you can allocate that towards brands. So brand A gets all that content you developed. no top performing content there, because later we're going to talk about how you can repurpose that and get more out of that content you've already made. Step 3 is going to be to sign up for D2C, direct-to-consumer creator affiliate programs. This is essentially the same mechanics as TikTok Shop, where creators make content for brands, have links that they earn commissions on, and use content to drive performance in the ad account for brands and get paid out for that. But brands build that on their own channels, direct to their usually Shopify. And there are other platforms that power that, similar to how TikTok does. And most, if not all, of our clients that are on TikTok Shop also have D2C programs. And so I'll provide an easy way for you to get access to every brand that we work with immediately and get like mainline to the front of the line there. But look for brands that have these programs and join them. This will allow you to deepen that relationship, not just on TikTok Shop, but they are so hungry for content on other platforms and add content that can be whitelisted, especially for Meta. And so the other thing this allows you to do is cross-channel promotion. When you spend the time to make a piece of content, to research the hook and develop that, you can post it on TikTok, but if you repost to other channels, you can get more earning potential on every single piece of content that you create. So regardless of the outcome of the ban, this is a great way to expand your earning potential with really, really reputable brands. A lot of them I can get you direct access to. Number 4 is you're going to take that content and to do this ahead of the ban, repost all of it, start today. Once you get access to those affiliate links, this is a case study of a creator that actually sparked this idea for us. They are a TikTok creator for one of our clients, Singles to Go. They took this initiative on their own and took their top performing content from TikTok and simply started reposting on YouTube Shorts. They didn't have an affiliate link in this case, so that was money left on the table in this scenario. However, the content performed extremely well and it went somewhat viral. He got 10K views on the video, a lot of different engagements. And had he had an affiliate link, this could have been a pretty good piece of commissions for him. And you can replicate this with all your content that you've already made. So this is an easy kind of first step into that. Again, all these brands are looking for content. And so grab that affiliate link for their D2C programs and then go get all of your downloaded content and repost before we even hear news. That could be done even as soon as over the weekend. And then the 5th step is grant whitelisting permissions or partner ads to that content for Meta. I mentioned brands are hungry for this. Kind of the nuance here and what I think is interesting, traditionally on Meta, people are going to negotiate for like a licensing fee. That is typical. On TikTok, it is shifted because there's commission associated with the links. A brand spending more money on your content ultimately puts more money in your pocket and gives you no ceiling on your income. And so as videos go viral, they perform really well, they scale as an ad. That can really unlock another level of earning potential that rewards kind of all parties involved. And so I am making a prediction here. I think that commission structures on content that is for ads on Meta will start to adopt this. And you can kind of be first to the game there. Brands are hungry for this. Because negotiating those upfront licensing fees, sometimes it doesn't make sense. It's difficult to do. There's contracts involved. If you have a commission with a link that's trackable, give them that content and grant them that permission and ask that they either use your affiliate link or you can negotiate like a CPA-based payout on performance. This will give you a leg up and kind of take that same mechanic that works so well with Spark Ads and bring it right into Meta. So really excited about this. We're testing this strategy now with some of our creator communities that we run for brands, not on TikTok Shop, but on Shopify and using platforms like Meta. And it's working really well. Like the ads are outperforming the benchmark. And so I think as time goes on, this is going to become commonplace and an opportunity for you to really get in there and do well for brands that are hungry for that. And then number 6 is just build strong relationships today with brands and agencies. I want to help you as an agency owner. When you win, we all win. And so my promise to you in this journey is that I want to connect creators that are in the 0 to 1 network to the best opportunities out there with top tier brands, top tier logos, just to help you and to help the brand. Because when that happens, when I get to help a brand that I am contracted to help, everybody wins. And so we do and prioritize also paid partnerships and retainers. It is table stakes. Every brand at the caliber we work with has paid budgets allocated, and I want to deploy that for really engaged creators. We offer that for every brand we work with, both paid partnerships as well as retainers for creators that do well and show that engagement. Outside of that, always advocating for high commissions. We're looking to be aggressive, really kind of stand out from the competition. And so we always fight that battle with brands to reward their creators. They're either going to pay it on the ad side, pay it to Zuck, or they're going to pay it to their community. And we push them in that direction, and we'll always do so. We have your back there. We want to see you guys and the brands we work with make as much money as possible for the work that you're doing. And then along that journey, we make it a special point to try to provide feedback and coaching. We have a really strong team of creative strategists and community managers who are experts at this stuff, at hooks, at trends, and put a lot of emphasis into creative briefs, even one-to-one feedback. So if you guys are in that group and want feedback or performance reports on your content, we are happy to provide that and go really deep with you on how you can improve what you're doing, just using our kind of inside perspective across multiple brands, multiple creators, and with TikTok itself. And then I'm lines of communication with the brand. I love those types of relationships, even if it's jumping on calls with the team. Like the more we can do that, the better relationships we have, we win. So, and then for you guys, how you can be a good partner and ultimately get more deals and make the most that you can, it's really easy to stand out from the crowd. And so a few simple ways that you can do that, we like to call it internally being a trailblazer. So if you think about when a brand really pops off, it's driven by a creator that essentially cracks the code and finds a framework that goes viral. And then every other creator kind of jumps on the train, and that's how that viral loop starts going. And so we actively look for people that we call trailblazers. It's those that have a mission to go and crack the code. They are committed to quality. So developing high quality content, spending the time to figure out what hook's gonna create the most thumb stop. They're also invested in quantity. They're not just gonna do a one-off post, like get a sample, do a video and call it a day. We find that creators that post 10 times, that is kind of the threshold required to really crack it and find a video and a formula that really, really works. So being a trailblazer means commitment to quality, commitment to quantity, and a commitment to testing different ideas and angles. The top creators do this and unlock those frameworks and earn the most out of the community. Outside of that, make sure you're reading the creative briefs and implement the suggestions. Again, we spend a lot of time and research in putting those together. At least our team does. I won't speak for all agencies. And so following that rubric will give you a really high likelihood of success, or at least a consolidated time frame to get there if you do the quality and the quantity that I'm talking about. And then finally, if you deliver a lot of content fast and on time, like most creators are one and done. And even if your content doesn't convert, if you're there consistently making content and do 3, 4, 5, 10 videos, you're standing ahead of everyone in the pack. And the opportunities, we see that on the agency side, the brands pay attention to it. And those are the creators that we go and actively look to partner with to give more partnership opportunities to, whether that's, retainers, paid campaigns, or even increased commissions, rewards, that sort of thing. So there's usually a top 5% of all the people that make content. There's 5% that really get this and laser in, and those are the people that get the best opportunities. So I hope this was helpful. Also, I'd like to extend the opportunity, if any of you do want to get access to any of the brands' direct-to-consumer D2C programs that we manage, I am happy to provide that. My goal of this is to put as many deals in front of you guys as possible with brands that make sense for you. So you can scan the QR code. I think there's another link in the description as well, but there's a simple form. It'll take like 2 minutes. It's a tight form. We're not going to spam you. Simply want to take a look at your profile and make some recommendations on brands that we think would be a really great fit for you. And often probably brands you're already working with us on the TikTok side that have also D2C programs, that reposting that content to is going to be a really simple way for you to kind of deepen that relationship and start to earn more with the content you're making. All right, that is it. Sam, are we going to questions? I think you got some in the comments here. I'm going to stop presenting. Okay. Thank you. Meta is there Spark ads in Meta as well, Love? I think I get the gist of that. So it's not called a Spark ad. Spark ad, the mechanics are a bit different. Spark ad, you send the code or do the authorization, and a brand can run that creative as an ad. On Meta, it works. It's called a partnership ad. You maybe have also heard to it as whitelisting. It's basically a connection between the brand's business manager and your page. You have a page on Meta that runs your Instagram. If you have a Facebook page, it's all connected. So you basically grant access to that brand's business partner ID, and then they can run that content as an ad. So it's similar, functions similar, but the setup is a little bit different. Is TikTok going to be banned on the 19th? If I had a crystal ball, like I'm leaning maybe more towards no. Just given the people in the landscape, the political landscape that are strong voices right now that are talking about an extension. But you never know. If you're looking at the betting markets right now are saying that it is going to be banned. So we will see. But in any case, it's important to be prepared. And so following the steps that I gave you will certainly help in that journey. What editing apps do we use if CapCut is also banned since it isn't owned by ByteDance? That is a great question. That is a great question. I don't have an answer to that one off the cuff. Our editing team uses Premiere software, but that seems like from a creator standpoint would not be ideal. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. I haven't even thought about that. Great question. All right. Any more questions? Is that good? Is there a time limit on YouTube Shorts? I'm sure there is. What is the time limit? Oh, no, there's absolutely no limit to the amount of videos you can post. I would recommend at least all of your videos that have driven to conversion, depending on how many that is, if not all of them. Like, you never know how the algorithm is going to be different on TikTok versus Shorts. So you might as well test it all. You've already made the content. So just the extra step in posting that video on Shorts, it doesn't take too much time. So go ahead and do that. But at least the creative that is driven actual sales. And outside of that, if there's any creative that is done particularly well in terms of user engagement, that's all signal that the algorithm is going to treat that favorably. Okay, that's the end of our questions here. Thank you so much for your time. I hope truly that this was helpful, and I want to continue to be a useful resource. Any information that I have, I am more than happy to provide. Will be in the Discord and the WhatsApp. If you hit that form from the QR code or the chat, there's a path in there. I would love to see you there. I'm in both channels. My name is Micah. I'm also tagged Micah 0 to 1, so you can find me. Please send me a DM. We can chat. I'm happy to get on one-on-one calls where it makes sense to. I want to be ultimately a resource to the community here because when you guys win, we all win together. So thank you so much again. Thank you, Sammy, and I will have to do this again.